So, coming down from the energy of this battle, the night itself still before you, you guys can choose to continue making your way northward to the swamp. What do you want to do?
Should we take a rest?
I got 2 words for you guys. Kiet Niep.
All right, Kiet
I'm sitting at a 6, so not so hot.
Yeah.
I wanna do some looting.
Okay. All right. So as you guys begin setting up,
I don't even have a tent. I just hook up my hammock between 2 trees. It mimics the ocean.
Will you sing me a sea shanty?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You sang me a lot before.
I have no idea.
He's so good.
He's good.
He's really good.
I think before we go to bed, we all need to hear a tune, just for inspiration.
I don't know any tunes. Let's set up the thing and continue.
Sing! Shanty! Shanty! Shanty!
I want to do an intimidation roll to make everybody stop asking me to sing. All right,
Can I
cool.
somehow try to counter that with my hand in the ogre's face, chanting, sing?
I will have you both make opposed rolls: persuasion versus intimidation.
1, 2, 3.
She starts putting puppeteering and ogre head to the side.
If you guys keep on asking me to sing sea shanties, I'm gonna put fish in all of your mouths while you sleep.
You go about gathering up the corpses. Through the goblins and the ogre bodies, not a lot to gather. You find about 15 wayward, filthy gold pieces that can be cleaned and used at your disposal. One thing the giant does have on one of its fingers, a large band of various metallic-seeming appearances.
I steal it.
So you go ahead and yank the ring off. On the like gold and silver spiral that is the band, you see what looks to be a very intricately carved head of a ram.
I'm gonna put it on.
Okay. It's very large, even for your orc, and it kind of goes over 2 fingers, almost 3, as you put it over, but then as it sits there for a second, it shrinks down, and now the ring is pretty snug to your finger.
What?
Okay. I'm gonna perception check it now that it's on my hand.
I have identify.
That is exactly what that's for. All right, so you go ahead and you take the ring from her, you take a moment, cast the spell, and all of a sudden information flows into your head. This is a ring of the ram.
This ring has 3 charges and regains 1d3, whatever that means, expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing the ring, you use an action to expend 1 of 3 of his charges to attack one creature you can see within 60 feet of you. The ring produces a special ram's head that makes its attack roll with a +7 bonus on a hit. For a charge you spend, the target takes 2d10 force damage and is pushed 5 feet away from you. Alternatively, you can expend 1 to 3 of the ring's charges in action and try to break an object you can see within 60 feet of you. This is being worn or carried. The ring makes a strength check with a +5 bonus for each charge you spend.
Wow.
What'd I say?
It's a good thing you photographed it.
You just want to set up camp here, put up your blankets, and go to sleep.
I just
Take a
feel
rest.
like more ogres might follow the pointing dead bodies that say serve towards us.
I need to rest.
Okay.
Okay, we'll rest.
So
I'll
you-
take first watch.
Throughout the evening, you guys feel up to full hit points. You regain any spells, or for you, any key points that you've used.
You haven't expended any sea shanties today.
Nope,
You're still at
unfortunately.
full sea shanty.
Can I wake up suddenly and go look for all the arrows I shot at people earlier?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh, my arrows. A 17.
A 17. You managed to recover 3 bolts. So.
That's cool.
While you're taking first watch, Dagny, you hear in the distance some sort of heavy footfalls and a low grumbling.
Can I perception check to see what it is?
Yeah, see if you can see the darkness. It's very.
Ooh, a natural 4.
It's a really dark night.
I'm just so tired.
You're really tired. It's got to you, and you just hear in the distance that strange grumbling sound.
Jopa. Slap him across the face.
No, I won't sing.
I heard some things, but I couldn't tell what it is.
These footfalls come in, and you look over back near the fire,
Well.
and you see a singular ogre.
We're out of alert.
It's fine. There's nothing to see here.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage on this.
8. Nice, double 8s.
As you see, there's nothing to see here. It goes, fish.
Oh shit.
And grabs the axe, puts it over its shoulder, and starts walking in Jopa's direction.
Can I do a persuasion?
I smell fish.
You don't smell fish. He's got a yeast infection. and we've been dealing with it for 2 weeks. Also, we just killed an ice giant and like 3 ogres and a bunch of goblins. So you probably would want to turn around and walk away.
This is more intimidation. This is an intimidation
I'm a
check.
fisherman.
It's both. Can you do both?
Technically, it's both.
One for the fish, one for the
I'm
intimidating.
persuasive.
Oh, buddy.
4.
As you say this to the ogre just full on, like old school style, just puts up the hand and shoves you out of the way.
Can I just shoot him with an arrow?
You currently start going for your crossbow and begin loading it. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna cast Disguise Self, and I'm gonna disguise myself as Xanthos.
Okay. All of a sudden, you see a much shorter frost giant.
We know.
What ogre goes there and disturbs my group meeting?
The ogre turns around over his shoulder.
What you?
I am Xanthos, the most feared frost giant in all the land. Who are you?
The ogre takes a few steps.
Besides a soon-to-be dead ogre.
It walks up and kind of puts its hand out, which the ogre stands about a full foot and a half taller than you.
You small for a giant Iceman.
I have disguised my form so that we may be stealthier attackers.
Make a deception check. With advantage, probably. 4. It kind of waves its hand over your head.
No. Too small for frost giant.
Kill him.
Disappointed that I come to serve tiny Iceman.
And starts walking away into the forest.
Jopo approaches him.
Why?
You're gonna let him go?
He's going away.
Are you looking to serve people?
Looking to serve bigger than self.
What if I gave you some fish? Would you do some stuff for us? Say the magic word.
Fish.
That's the magic word. It really is the magic word. Where I come from is fish. Always fish. He piles up all the different fish he's had that's been really ruining everyone's trip, and just kind of gives them a pile.
He just takes it in one mawful. Just
That's supposed to last a week.
reaches under one of the folds in the side and kind of pulls out this grotesque-looking tooth.
This tooth from my great kill belonged to beast this big.
Well, thanks for nothing. See you around.
Is it time to say I told you so?
Okay.
You hear a voice in the back of the shadows, further away, shouted out,
What'd you find? I already got all the fish. Oh.
and you hear more footprints going away.
You're cold, man. I just wanted to kill them.
Sometimes disappointment is the worst attack of all.
All right, so you guys find yourselves back to rest, and the rest of the
Okay.
evening goes without issue. The morning comes to the cold kind of fog. You all wake up to find Limilai still keeping watch. The time is ripe. We must continue any longer here, and who knows what else wakes up in this swamp.
I don't know why one of us had to
I don't know why we were keeping
watch.
watch.
If she was keeping watch the whole time. Why didn't you tell us you were going to be keeping watch the entire time, Limilai?
No one asked me.
Fair enough. Do we still have a cart?
No, the cart and horses were left outside of the swamp. You couldn't bring those into the swamp with you.
Okay.
Lemilai, could you show us the way out of this swamp?
I thought you'd never ask. And she begins walking in a direction that you trust is the right one.
Yeah, the mustache is still there.
Actually, the mustache is not. In the evening's rest, that spell is worn off.
Oh, my bad.
Oh no.
Lost your fish and the mustache. What a bad day for Chopa.
You guys are going to trek through the sludge, getting anywhere between ankle to knee to sometimes waist deep, until eventually, after a few hours' travel, you make your way up onto dry land and outside of the thick forest. You find yourself back to the high road, heading northward, eventually coming to Leylon, the mining town. You start asking questions around Leylon about where the local gnome village is. You've mentioned a few times a couple things about Sun Dragon. No one seems to have any idea what you're talking about. Eventually, after regaining some food supplies, and you can probably grab some fish back up if you wanted to while you're there.
Sounds good.
All right, you go ahead and load your pockets with fresh fish, but eventually you make your way back on the road. Pushing up the mountain range, you begin to climb. The air gets colder and colder as you progress. The grass and tree lines become sparse, while cracked earth and shale begin to rule the landscape around you. You come to what appears to be the outskirts of a small town, and I do mean literally small. Most of the buildings are about half the size of the one that you're used to in Waterdeep. You see a few dozen gnomish folk wandering the streets, going about their daily lives. One seems to be coming over a nearby hill and has not taken notice of you yet. He's carrying a cart behind him, whistling to himself.
Let's say hello to this gnome.
Hi, Mr. Gnome.
Oh,
No, we're your friends. We're your friends. We're your friends. We're your friends.
He starts running into the distance.
Oh, well, this is
very
bad.
slow.
Can I try to shoot an arrow in front of him just to stop him?
No,
Just to stop him.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
A 15.
A 15. So as the gnome's running, it left the cart behind, and it's just the bull hits the ground in front of it, and it stops. Kind of looks over its shoulder, shaking.
Don't be
hurt me.
scared. Don't be scared. We are not here to hurt you.
what's your name?
Venskar?
It's a beautiful name.
Scar?
Strong name.
I am Will Wheaton.
Will, this is Dagny.
I'm Dagny.
Bro,
I don't care.
Shelpa, I'm Hitch.
Have you heard anything about giants or? It's okay.
We killed one earlier. You're safe with us.
Yeah.
Just a giant.
Xanthos, heard of him?
Well, if you're not here to hurt me, and you're killing giants, that's great. I'd like to go about my business. I have to bring
Just
this down
a
to...
couple more questions, if you wouldn't
Okay.
mind.
Have you heard of a sun dragon in the Sword Mountains?
No, I have not heard of a sun dragon.
No, he's lying.
I,
He's lying.
insight check him.
Okay, make an insight check.
Vin, why are you lying?
3.
3.
Hold on. All inside check.
You can. You all can. You all want to roll
10.
insight checks.
14.
Plus 1.
14 plus
Two.
0.
4.
16 plus 6.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. You don't trust this tiny man.
Hey, short stack. I've seen a lot of guppies in my day. Slippy, slimy salamanders, and you, my friend, take the crab cake. Why don't you stop shaking and pissing in your boots and tell us where the sun mountain?
Sword Mountain Sun Dragon. Sword Mountain Sun Dragon.
I got it. Tell us where the
Sword Mountain Sun
Sword
Dragon.
Mountain where the sun dragon is.
Oh, certainly. About a quarter mile above the town, you'll find some grass field, and that's where the sun dragon is.
Sounds good. Why don't you take us there?
Yeah, dude.
Make an intimidation check.
6.
I can take you as far as I can, but the rest of the glade's travel is your own.
I would like to charm him.
Nice.
All right. So you cast Charm Person.
Yes.
And he gets, because he's already feeling threatened, he gets advantage on the saving throw. But, however, does not make you capture the mind of this gnome. He kind of looks up to you and goes,
Look, all of you scared the crap out of me, I'm not gonna lie. You're the only one who's been a smiling face to me. The sun dragon's protected us all this time. We have folks occasionally that come up here trying to steal stuff from us, and it keeps the luck over us. And
It's pretty legit. You just squealed hard on him.
well,
Yeah, who's a weirdo
We're not
now?
necessarily gonna hurt the sun dragon.
how do I know that?
Do we know that? Do we know that?
We're pretty sure we're not.
Look, because you've been so nice to me this entire time, I'll take you to the glade.
okay,
I prefer them to stay a bit back if you don't mind, but you come with me. Just weapons to your sides, please.
All I got is my fishing pole.
Let me have one.
I would not recommend it. It's a sanctuary, this place.
As he's
I
walking in
surrender,
front of
guy.
me, can I see what's in his cart?
Sure. Make a perception check.
8.
Okay. It looks like it's a pile of various kind of rough chunks of ore.
What do you?
Iron,
What'd you got in your
copper.
cart?
Oh, it's roughly chunks of ore, iron, copper.
Great.
Could have told you that.
So, for as bleak as the landscape is on top of this mountain, there is a beautiful grass field. It's like a knee-high soft grass that kind of flows gently with the wind. Rock formations that lie throughout this field are covered in green ivy. There's a beautiful, unnaturally pristine, wind-rippled pool of water. And it just stands right in the center of this beautiful meadow.
All right, I've taken you to the glade. I've got business to get done, and
Where do you mine around here?
us around back by the city itself, we have deep mines that go underneath in the mountain. Can't show you where. Kind of a trade secret.
Can you show your old buddy Will?
It's really kind of what keeps the town going. So I'm gonna say no.
I thought we were friends. It's all right. I made a friendship bracelet for you, but you don't have to tell
didn't
us
have to
where
do
you're
that.
mine. I
That's
know.
it.
Well, listen, it's all about doing things that we don't necessarily feel like doing, but
Make a persuasion/guilt check.
11 plus 5, 16.
If you feel alongside the base of the mountain near the outside of the mining town, we have them covered with illusion. I can't tell you where they are, but if you were to feel around, I'm sure you'd stumble upon one.
Here's a friendship bracelet for you.
Oh, you're so kind to me.
Friends.
Thank you.
You have one of those the whole time?
Yeah.
You had a friendship bracelet? You didn't give it to...
Well, when you sing a sea shanty, I'll give you a friendship bracelet.
Well, have a fine day. Goodbye. He runs off in this cart.
All right, start walking towards the pool.
Okay.
Let's go check out the pool.
All right, you guys walk up. You see, standing vigilant over the pool itself is a really intricately carved statue of a beautiful elvish maiden with her hands kind of folded in front. Go ahead and make a perception check, you guys.
Okay, but there was...
Yep, as you walk up.
Yeah, 15.
19.
21.
You notice a few glimmers here and there beneath the water. It looks like a number of copper, silver, gold coins.
Can I do some type of either detect magic or something to make sure it's safe?
Can I just already
let's
start
detect.
reaching in and grab a piece of metal out of the water?
Wait, don't do that! It's a very big
Oh,
deal.
I grab it.
Okay. Your hand goes into the water. You grab the nearest silver coin and you pull it out and look at it. It's a little grimy still from the bottom of the pool water, but nothing seems to happen.
I still want to try to detect magic.
Okay, you cast Detect Magic, and as you kind of look over the area, the pool itself has a very, very faint magical aura, but there's a very strong magical aura coming from the statue.
Well, Vajra told us we needed to go find the old maiden. And I bet money on that's the old maiden.
Can I go and try to hit her with my hammer? Just hit the statue? Tap it lightly with my hammer. Wake up!
Can I try to communicate with it as an elf?
Sure.
I say, we've traveled very far. We are here to serve you in the best way that we can. Are you awake?
Silence, no response.
I'm gonna take out a gold piece and I'm gonna throw it into the water.
Okay. Take the gold piece into the water, it kind of goes below. A little gust of wind kind of passes through, and then
We're getting fleeced by a statue, you guys. I'm saying, let's just keep hitting it.
Can I inspect the statue for any special markings or buttons or anything?
sure, go and make an investigation check.
15.
Okay. You look over the statue itself, kind of, and you guys are watching this. It's in some ways it's kind of creepy how he's inspecting every little nook and crevice of this very, very well carved, beautiful elven maiden.
Oh my. I feel weird.
I call second.
I might have to.
No buttons, nothing notable other than the fact that it is a pristine statue. And then you hear a very faint growl behind you.
Investigation check?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay, perception check. Fuck. 11.
11? Okay. There is a slight splash in the water suddenly. Sploosh. And you see what appears to be some sort of an imprint in the mud there on the edge, a very large imprint, but still nothing around you. And right up in the side of your ear, you hear a voice that says,
I would recommend you get your hands off of my friend.
We were just talking!
apparating near your head, you see these curled lizard-like lips pull back into rows of extremely pointed teeth. You see golden and white scales begin to appear out of nowhere. The scales looking old and cracked with age, and the whiteness actually being gold scales that have faded. This is not a simple small mouth. This is T-Rex size, if we're talking Jurassic Park. It's grinning, but is intent and staring right at you as you pull away from the statue.
I'm not a. I'm your. We are friends. We're friends.
Friends.
We were just
We've been
trying
sent
to
here.
find you. Oh, good.
We found you, we found you.
What a happy day.
The dragon head draws back a bit, and the color fades slightly where you only see the teeth and the eyes, like a giant reptilian Cheshire cat. The mouth kind of opens and the tongue lolls around amongst the teeth and goes,
Who has sent you here?
Blackstaff, Vajra.
Blackstaff Vajra. I see a new Blackstaff has taken the title. It has been a while since I've been to Waterdeep. And you were sent in the place of the Blackstaff.
Yeah.
Well,
at which point you see a claw kind of appear, tap the top of the statue, reach down and pluck a coin out of the water and flick it. The eyes close for a second, sploosh into the water. The dragon's eyes open once more and the statue comes to life and the maiden says, I was afraid you wouldn't figure it out.
I was gonna try what you did. I was gonna try that second.
So, you found him? What is your purpose? And you can see the head appears once again with sections of its body. It's not actually appearing whole.
I ask the most powerful mage in Waterdeep, and this is what is sent.
We killed a frost giant.
We're the best of the best, so please don't insult us.
What do you call yourselves?
Jopa and friends.
We are Force Grey.
Force Grey.
A flash of gold sparks kind of curl behind the dragon, illuminating the entire spine to the tail. It curls around and almost encompasses the entire northern side of the pool, and you notice that its tail and head have pretty much entirely entrapped you against the water.
Unfortunately, there is not much time, and you will have to do. A terrible calamity is upon us. It began hundreds of years ago, during a local conflict of dragon and giant kind. I was roused from my rest, as old as I was, and took to the charge against an impetuous young cloud giant, trying to make his mark here in these northern lands. We traded blows that shattered mountain tops. Exhausted, we both found beneath our rage there was a wordless understanding. In silence, we decided to call off our attack, to go our own separate ways. This leader was called Stratavan.
You didn't get anything down in writing. Silent agreement. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Not the right time. Good question.
The head kind of brings itself upward right to you now. You can see you could be easily snatched in one bite of this immense worm.
You're clever. I like that.
Oh, me.
This giant took to his cloud castle of Azrael, and has remained for the most part since. Though I keep a close eye here and there, my mistrust being natural amongst giant kind. But centuries without incident. The recent ripples of the Dragon Queen shaking these lands. The realm found the giants gave no aid against this terrible, evil dragonoid force behind the chromatics. This set off anger in the Allfather, the creator and watcher of the giants themselves. The Allfather sundered the ordning, the hierarchy of giant civilization, setting all into chaos. This brought forth the ideas behind Stratavan, and from his watchful plane and his castle tops, he saw potential. He saw the ability to rise up with his people. He seemed to go mad with the idea. He seized this opportunity, and he has recovered a piece of a nearly forgotten artifact. The Rod of 7 Parts.
No way.
Yes, way human. This Rod of 7 Parts, born out of order, felled a great demon in ancient times called Miska. However, the power released in this aggressive action sundered the Rod, and one piece was corrupted by the essence of this very demon. And as such, the Rod did not wish to be reassembled, knowing the possibility that whoever were to reassemble its pieces could be possessed by Miska. Now, Stratavan has recovered pieces of it.
How many?
4 or 5 pieces have already been recovered.
Oh, gosh.
He hopes to reassemble the Rod and use it to remake the Ordning, unaware of the dangers in doing so. I know where one of these pieces lies. I call upon your aid to find this piece. Bring it back to me so we may hide it from Stratovan for all the foreseeable ages.
Have a question?
Yes, Sun Elf.
Since you're a dragon, couldn't you fly into the Cloud Giant and talk to Stratovan and say, maybe don't do that?
I am growing old. The essence of my magic is just enough to keep me living.
Does Stratovan know that if he puts the rod together, he'll release Miska?
I do not believe he does, nor would he care. I need you to travel east into the Sword Mountains, where you will find a lost and long-forgotten sanctum of a mage who found this rod and hid it deep within. Recover this rod, bring it to me, and your charge will be complete.
Yeah.
Can we get a ride?
I will do what I can.
Do you have any magical items maybe that you're not using that
was
I
my
could
next
borrow?
question.
There is immense power that I could bestow upon you. I will bequeath unto each of you a boon, one that shall guide you through the depths of this sanctum.
Yeah.
The dragon's claw reaches out and touches you, Jopa. I bestow upon you the boon of enduring focus.
Wait, what?
You feel a surge of energy flow through you, and this tiny bead of strength rests somewhere in the depths of your chest.
I don't think I'll be needing any catnaps anytime soon.
The claw turns to you, Brawlwyn, and you feel for a moment the exterior of your skin draw tight and hard, like the actual flesh gets denser and stronger.
I bestow upon you the boon of Ironhide. This will protect you from a swift and strong blow.
The dragon turns.
Hitch,
Yeah.
I bestow to you the boon of dimensional swiftness.
Taps your nose.
Teleportation.
You will briefly, when cornered, find the means to step between worlds and dodge that which would threaten you. Dagny, I give you the boon of luck. May there be times of misfortune rewritten in your favor.
Okay, I really want a good boon, and I'm a friend of dragons. This is my pseudo-dragon, Mrs. Doubtfire.
I bestow upon you the boon of the arcane burst.
That sounds rad!
You will be able to find a moment to focus, to drive the strength of your spells past the barriers of mind and body.
Oh, that may not be good for us.
Excuse me. Sorry. No, I'm sorry. Really quick
all the
here.
boons.
He's got like super magic powers.
Yeah.
She's got good luck. He can go between worlds. She's got super armor for skin. And Adderall? Is that what I have? Super focus?
You could drive all night a carriage and not even have to stop.
And you turns over to Lemelai. Lemelai actually takes a step back and goes, actually, my contract as a guide ends here.
What?
I will
bailing
say
out?
adieu to you.
How much would it be to keep you to stay?
Yeah,
More than
sell
you
out.
can afford.
Just throw out a number.
They'll give you 10% of each of their rewards.
Wait a well.
Well,
I apologize, but I have business elsewhere.
Get out of here, Lamborghini.
you know what? We don't need her.
That gun, I mean, for having that gun, she did not
I know
what
she was
she
great.
was doing with it.
She,
I don't
no, well, yeah,
Did she hit anything?
she did.
Are we
But you know
worried
what?
about
We're gonna
her
be
taking
okay.
that info back, or
Oh, that is a pretty good point.
are we not?
That is a pretty good point.
Yeah.
Well,
we not worried about her
Lemelai
talking
basically
black
just
stuff?
heard everything that's going on and then just
bounced
split.
out.
This is one case where I should say that you should go do what you do so well.
Am I allowed?
Yeah, go kill
Am I
her.
allowed?
Lemelai.
Yes, Dagny.
I'm so sorry. I just think we didn't know.
As she's talking, I sneak up behind her and put my hammer against the back of her head.
We
Okay.
don't want to upset the...
And a hammer is placed at the base of her skull.
This is just how dwarves talk. We keep going.
My contract said to guide you to the Sun Dragon to gain the information and return with it to the Blackstaff. I'm not about to throw my life away in some sort of unknown dungeon-type hellscape. All right? I've lived as long as I have by being careful. What you're doing seems heroic. I don't do heroic. I do surviving.
You have to admit, Lemelai, that you leaving as soon as you get the information that is needed to save the lives of the people of this land
All I know is I can try to bash your skull in now. You can go back and see if Blackstaff kills you when your contract's up, or keep going with us.
Well, your argument is that your contract was to be fulfilled through the needs of, if I'm not mistaken, the needs of the Sun Dragon. Are we 100% clear, people of this court?
While he's talking, can I try to hit her in a way that just knocks her unconscious?
Are we?
She's so violent.
19?
19, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Are we sure that we have discovered 100% all of the needs of said dragon?
Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt that hard.
I was just looking for a legal loophole.
Give us your gun thing and let's go.
You know what?
Is this what you want? You want
That's all any of us want.
No.
She throws it and it
I'll take that.
glares at you with a very, very furious vengeance. You can run off on your suicide mission all you want, but I am not going to be part of it.
Fair enough.
She walks over, grabs the gun, puts it back.
We should let her leave. We should let her
Fine.
leave.
Yeah.
She's down the glade and she's made her way to the outside. You notice behind you, these two claws are now floating, holding the chin of the dragon.
I certainly hope you prove more useful in my requirements.
That was
We
a
will.
toxic relationship, though. It's better that it's over, I think.
There's a lot of layers to that.
Yeah.
The wings flare out once again.
I am Palarandusk, the Sun Dragon, the protector of these gnomes. I asked you to climb onto my back. I will take you to the sanctum, find me this rod piece, and all shall be well.
Could you spell Palarandisk, please?
Yeah, please do. I'm trying to.
Palarandisk.
I-S-K?
Is it a CK?
C? Yeah.
Or is
Not
there a
to-
Z?
not
Get on my back!
Okay, pal.
on,
Okay,
hop on.
pal.
Is there any sort of option for me to just sort of jog and catch up with you guys?
She's acrophobic.
There.
I take a cloth out of my bag and I put it around her eyes.
So you pull up the blindfolded dwarf onto your shoulders. You guys all climb up onto the back of Palarandusk. Whoosh, the wings flare out, and the rest of the body fades. And it looks like you're floating in the air. And as the dragon wings pick up, whoosh, 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 you lift up off the ground, the wind hitting your hair and your face. The dragon takes off around the top of the mountain, bringing you into the lower ravine and valley on the other side of this peak, into the depths of the Sword Mountains.
Lucky you're blindfolded.
Bring down deep into a valley over what appears to be a riverbed that carves through into another large lake. The dragon skims the top of the lake, pulls you up over another large mountain peak, coasts down and slows around the side of a cliff at the top of this one mountain. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Palarandusk stops towards the edge, and each one of you step off.
I've brought you to this sanctum. The rest is up to you. Make me and the Blackstaff proud, Force Grey, and save our land.
You guys watch as Palarandusk, the gold dragon's wings, alight once more, disappearing out of the invisible dragon's form as it takes off, flying away back to the west, to the glade where it rules.
Bye! Thanks for all the boons!
Thanks for the ride, lady.
Okay.
Trevor,
all-
can you take this blindfold off?
Guys.
I can't reach.
I take the
Can you take the
blindfold off.
No,
Thank
you.
you, Hitch.
Okay. Take the blindfold off, and you look immediately. You are at the edge of a cliff that just descends into a deep ravine.
Why did you take it off already?
You asked me to take it off. Ugh, women.
Can I hit him with my
You
hand?
take 1d10 misogyny damage. It's good. So as you all turn around, you now see the hillside of this giant mountainscape behind you, a large domed man-made structure that is built into the mountainside itself. It looks like it's been here for quite some time. There is a very small arrow-like window slit about 20 feet up, and what appears to be some sort of an outcropping of a long-forgotten doorway that is blending in with most of the rock around it.
I can levitate myself up there.
You can levitate. I can spider climb my way up.
I could use my rod, throw it up there, and we can all grab on and pull ourselves up.
I'm gonna climb.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Alrighty.
Trevor, will you please? Can they
All right.
tie a piece of rope around my waist and just pull me up?
Yeah, grab onto Jobs.
Oh, my shoulders are fine, but grabbing onto my rotund torso gets you a.
Jopa, we talked about this.
I'm sorry, I got
you're
hit by the body
beautiful.
issues, I know.
You look great.
So you just lift yourself up on top, and where you can see, there's from this better vantage point, it looks like there was some sort of a stained glass type dome that has been shattered, and there is an opening where you could descend into whatever the chamber within holds.
I'll wait till everyone gets up here.
Smart.
Okay.
Smart.
You're
First
climbing.
Smart thing you've
Climbing
done all
up.
You're both
game.
climbing up. Both make athletics checks to climb the side of this.
I got spider boots.
Spider boots.
Spider boots.
What's that?
For a
Spider boot camp.
16
Plus
plus 4.
5 for you because of your boots.
20.
20, okay.
11.
You guys all begin to, you get your rod and you throw it up there. As you land and hit the ground, you feel the earth immediately beneath your feet kind of shift for a second.
Uh-oh.
You look up just to see 2 large rocks just tumbling down the mountain right towards you. I need you to roll a dexterity check real fast if you could.
Chop, is that your stomach?
5.
That's gonna be a 5. Okay, so
5 plus 3, 8.
you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you manage to duck under one of the rocks. One of them slams into your side. What little bit remains of your levitation spell that you're concentrating on, you manage to not be knocked off and catch yourself back on, but you did suffer a fair hit to yourself. You guys watch as the rocks come plummeting over.
I'm all right!
Because you're climbing on the side, it manages to go over you. You guys have to duck out of the way now, so both of you guys make dexterity checks if you could.
Oh no.
Okay.
You are up against the wall climbing right now, so you're doing okay.
5 plus what?
Whatever your dexterity saving throw is above your skills.
Oh, 6. Oh, woof.
11 plus 7.
Yeah, so you manage to just duck out of the way.
Should I not be a part of this? Are we not part and parcel?
Chopa is well versed in the way of the open hand and uses his kung fu to just kind of slip off to the side. I'm sorry.
I try to grab for you.
As you do, the boulder slams into your shoulder. However, it's a glancing blow. I only did 4 damage. So take 4 points of bludgeoning damage from the impact.
Split-second decision.
Open hand.
Would have been any of us.
You guys eventually make your way up to the top of the sanctum, and through the use of Jopa's strangely tensile and strong fishing line.
Almost took the head off of an orc.
Yeah.
Anyone have a good healing spell?
I do. I go over. You're looking rough, Will. So I
Rub my
cast
head.
Cure Wounds on him.
All right, go ahead and roll a d8 plus 4.
Hey.
So to get 12.
Nice. I'm back.
Bring you back
Alrighty.
to health.
I feel great!
So, you guys all descend down into the central chamber.
Guys, I just want to say, I love us as a team. You know, I never really got to go out much. You know, I was always studying. My parents are always making me
Push
study.
him over.
Okay.
Friends forever!
As you look around, you see in the center of the room, in this kind of like stone circle, there's another really well-carved statue of what looks to be a half-elf woman holding something in each hand.
I'll
and
take
an
care
eye
of
patch.
this.
All right.
I
What do you
hold
do?
him back by the back of his shirt, or I try to.
I kissed the last one.
All right.
I
Make
grab
opposing
for him?
make opposing strength checks.
17.
A 12
Plus, what's your strength bonus?
Oh, plus 7, so 19.
You got him.
Aw, man.
Athletics. All right. So your cloak is being held back.
It's worked before!
Get back here.
You see papers scattered everywhere, and on one of the tables, there is a stack of books and a bunch of just crumpled note papers that are kind of muscled around.
Where the hell is that piece of the rod?
Can I go inspect the
Are-
papers?
Yeah.
Are there any vials that are still intact?
There are a few that are intact, though empty at the moment.
I see.
So you go inspect the papers and the books. The books all have similar spines with a phrase written on it that says, "Property of Master Oswin Ka."
Can I drag Will over and shove him towards the table? Here, read.
Now, okay.
So you go ahead and make a history check, actually. 11 plus...
Plus 7, 18.
Great, okay. Yes, yes, you... Master Oswin Ka, or Oswin Ka as he was known, was once a member of the Arcane Brotherhood, which is a very powerful, very somewhat secretive order of mages and wizards. However, Oswin fell out of favor for a reason that you don't really know and disappeared from the public eye. Hasn't been seen for nearly 200 years since then, which, being a human being, you assume was far past his lifespan. So that's all you recall about Oswin.
And that's it.
Great job, Will.
Can I go inspect the stone?
Sure. Do you still go through the notes while she's doing that?
No, I'll go with her. There's stone to check out.
Okay.
I tap it lightly with my hammer.
Tink, tink, tink. Stone.
Stone.
She's beautiful.
Stonemasonry in this.
While
box
she's
is gorgeous.
not paying attention, I'm gonna kiss the statue.
Okay, while you guys are talking, Witan grabs the statue and plants a big old kiss right in the front of the statue.
What?
I love this.
No
guy.
effect. Hitch, as you go through the tomes, the titles and such, some of the notes you can see are hand-scrawled, actually, and some are more rotted than others, but you look over and one says, "Curses and hate to all those who pushed me out. The Brotherhood lacks the sight to see genius, to see necessity, to see the greater good." Pull past the next note, and it says, "Note to self, deal with the half-elf girl's predicament. I feel somewhat responsible. Where did I put that scroll? I'll search later."
Let's look for that scroll.
Search for that scroll.
Do we know about this?
You guys, I mean, there's like a few other cases, and there's like the desk area. It's towards a door at the very back. So go ahead and make investigation checks if you guys want to start searching.
Can I try to put the glass pieces together to see what they make?
Sure. Make an intelligence check.
20.
16.
16, 20, 15. Great.
Ah, shit.
1.
I roll a 1.
So you grab a bunch of pieces of glass and you put them in the center of the room and you look at them. And you start putting them into different ways, and you make like a little dog. It looks like kind of a dog. You've cut the shit out of your fingers while doing this, but it looks
Dagger's not
kind of like a little
really
glass dog.
Pretty good.
Nice dog.
Hey, that's a cool looking dog.
Dog. You're bleeding everywhere.
Well,
Witan, you actually find underneath, there's a hidden box that's kind of pushed underneath one of the desk components, and you pull it out, and on the inside there's, it looks to be a small glass vial that contains a somewhat brackish brown liquid. And you see a single scroll that is rolled up with a ribbon that has a kind of a shiny silver metallic color to it.
I found a scroll. Should I look at it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good job,
Read it
Will.
to us?
Sure. Open the scroll.
Open the scroll, look it up.
can we just read the paper out loud?
It's up to you.
Okay, yeah, let's read it out loud.
Cool.
All
You
right.
want to read it?
Sure.
First I make the cool dog, then I
So
solve this
you
problem.
go ahead and you begin reading the arcane words outward, and suddenly the scroll bursts into flames.
Damn it.
It's out of your hand. But then you see flames begin to curl the bottom of the feet of the statue. And as the flames roll up past beneath, you see renewed cloth and leather. You see the outfit reveal. You see what appears to be a long lute that was carved into the back comes into actual wood surface. You see the rest of the flames curl past, and before you now, a living, breathing, half-elf woman. If I could have Brian join the set, please.
God, she's gorgeous.
Wow.
Now you, Calliope, having spent what seemed like mere moments in the center of this strange arcane ritual, hired by this mage that was rambling but paid very well, suddenly your vision went dark, and the darkness lasted for 1, 2, 3 moments, and it lifted. The storm's gone. The lights changed. It's a lot quieter, and you're surrounded by people. You see an older gentleman with a thick beard and like almost a fisherman cap above his head holding a large fishing rod. You see an armored dwarven female wearing a heavy shield and a giant warhammer kind of resting against her shoulder. You see a very handsome gentleman working in dark leathers and a long cloak kind of dangling a dagger at the tip of his fingers. You see a tall and confident half-orc female, fully armored with strange gizmos and contraptions all about her entire form. And you see a lithe, eager, smiling young sun elf male in robes with a tiny dragon curling out of his robe going, "Hello!"
It worked! It worked! Hi! Hi!
Hello.
Milady.
Who are you? Where's Oswinka?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm Will Witan. I'm a wizard.
Sounds made up.
I'm a wizard, and I brought you back. We don't know how long you've been out, but you were a statue for a long time.
A fine
were
statue.
so.
You were gorgeous.
Well, I immediately don't trust them.
Do you feel
Kind of
okay?
freaked out. No,
Do you feel okay?
I never saw Jedi, but I kind of feel like Han getting out of carbonite right now. That's how I feel.
I know what you mean.
So she's speaking
I don't
nonsense.
either.
Doesn't make any
All
sense.
words come forth. She seems confused.
I offer her some fish.
Are you
But
hungry?
not now.
I must find Oswin.
She's still holding the vial and the stone.
Yep, there's
You
a
were-
stone still clutched in one hand and a vial in the other.
Do you remember anything
No,
from when before you were turned to stone?
I remember Oswin telling me to stand, well, right here.
Do you know your name?
Yeah, I'm not an idiot. It's Calliope.
I like her.
What's the stone and what's in the vial?
I don't know. The mage just told me to stand here.
Can I see the stone?
I guess.
Can I slap Will's hand away and try to get to it first?
Sure, make a dexterity check.
18.
All right, so as you reach out for the stone,
+1.
this strong, gauntlet-clad dwarven arm slaps it out and
I'll
grabs
look
the
at
stone
the
from under you.
Can I look at the stone?
Do you give the dwarf the stone?
Yeah.
Do you mind?
All right. Yeah. So you go ahead and take a look at it. It's very nice. It looks like it would be a good centerpiece to like a hearth. A nice gift to give to like a grandparent dwarf, perhaps, because of its dark, coal-like nature.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and yank it from her.
You don't have to yank it. It's useless to me.
The stone drifts out of your
ask
hand
for it, Will.
and goes right to Weeton.
I'm inspecting it for magic.
Make an Arcana check.
19.
All right, yeah, with your bonus especially. Looking at it, you could see this type of stone is used for short-term enchantments. It's a transition stone. It's used for when you're enchanting items and such together.
Calliope, we've come from Blackstaff Barrage. We then rode on an invisible dragon's back to get here.
Oh, what about the giant? We killed the giant.
We killed
a
a frost giant named Xanthos. Don't call him Devogue or Dab. He didn't like. Doesn't matter. Point is, we're here because we're supposed to find something, a piece of what's called a rod, some kind of rod that's been broken up in 7 parts. That if it's put together, it releases a demon that kills everybody. And we were told that it might be here. Did what's his name? What's his name?
Osmond?
Yes, Osmond. What were you here meeting Osmond for?
It's Oswin, because, like, where did he live? Like, is this...
He lived in the sanctum.
this-
He seemed a bit batty and kind of intense. He would finish half of his sentences and then trail off in different ideas. The only reason you even stayed with him is because he paid so well, but otherwise...
I'm leaving these guys and looking for him.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to charm her.
Feeling groggy, I feel dehydrated, I don't know where the hell I am. I'm gonna try to find somebody I'm familiar with.
I'm gonna try to charm
kind of
her.
ignoring what he just said to me.
Okay, so Calliope just turns around and walks right for the back doors that lead to the next chamber. You go ahead and attempt to cast Charm Person.
Yes.
I want you to go ahead and make a Wisdom saving throw. Let's go ahead and roll a d20 and add your Wisdom saving throw bonus.
Brian's first roll.
Plus
Well, wisdom's 12 plus 1.
12 plus 1. What's your spell DC?
My spell DC is
15.
Yeah.
So as you're walking to the door, you get to the door and you're about to reach for the handle, and you think to yourself, you know what? Sun elves have a good reputation, and while they're all pretty just kind of freaky looking people and you're confused, this one bright-eyed one over here seems to at least be honest. And if there's anyone here you're going to go ahead and really talk to, this is the only real intelligent one in the room.
Okay.
But you still go for the door.
Right, I still reach.
It's locked.
Can I pick the lock?
Yeah, if you want to.
Let's try doing that.
All right.
As a gesture to gain your trust, I'm gonna try and pick this lock right now. You're in safe hands.
All right, so you take out your thieves' tools, you get down, you kind of inspect the mechanism. Go ahead and roll. Roll a d20, add your dexterity bonus, and +3. Oh! Natural 20.
I'm killing these natural 20s.
Yeah, dude. So, like, inspect the mechanism. Oh, this is an old school lock. You've done dozens of these. You pull out your lock pick, throw it in the air, catch it. Don't even look at it. You glance right at Calliope, making eye contact, and
And while twisting the knife in my other hand.
the door opens without issue.
I'm not that impressed. I'm kind of sleepy.
But you and
Thanks.
So Calliope and the rest of you guys following behind, you walk into the next chamber, and what you see now is a long hallway before you with a dark iron riveted door at the very end. To the right and left of you are 2 small hallways that end about 15 feet from you on each side. And then it looks like there's another couple hallways progressively down this central walkway. Make a perception check, everyone.
Oh, snap. Jesus.
14.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Nice. 14 for me also.
Okay, 14.
1.
1. Oh, you and your 1.
Jesus. I don't know,
14.
man.
15. All right, awesome. All right, so you guys look about, and it's quiet in here. There's like the very eerie stillness. You, however, Dagny, as you walk in, you glance to your left, and down the hallway, the first one that's to your left there, you see what looks like a faint symbol, some sort of stone engraving, like a sentence of something from left to right, is about 8 feet up from the floor.
Which is like, I love
I'll walk over to it.
Okay, so you walk up. It's not anything that you're able to recognize. It looks magical in nature.
What do you see?
Hey, come here a minute, Will.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be right back, Calliope. Don't forget this moment we had together.
Can you read this?
He's scrappy. He's young, but you can't help but be a little amused, even in your groggy state.
You and I are gonna be friends.
So, as you laugh to yourself in the back corner, inspecting the room and trying to figure out which direction Oswin may have gone, you walk over beside Dagny, and you can see about 10 feet before you and about 8 feet up on the wall, there is indeed some sort of arcane inscription on the wall.
I can levitate up so I can get a better look.
All right, you drift up, and you look directly at the symbol there. Roll an Arcana check.
10.
So you begin to read the phrase on the wall out to yourself, and you're kind of saying it out loud. Kurastane. You may not have gotten that last one correct, and the moment that you finish saying it, you hear a shift of stone in the wall. You guys look over and you see the arcane writing on the wall suddenly flares bright red in your face. All of a sudden your vision gets...
I yank him down.
Good. You try and yank him down?
Yeah.
I need you to go ahead and make a straight dexterity check. Will you make a dexterity saving throw?
11, 14.
14?
Just a straight up 1.
You
9.
9. You grab the ankle of Weeton. Weeton, as you see this is happening, you begin to kind of back up, swimming through the air, as suddenly you notice both a large 10-foot by 10-foot panel of the ceiling and the floor start coming in towards the center. Unfortunately, you're unable to pull back enough, and by the time you grab the ankle, it slams into you.
Oh no.
Let's see, what is your armor class? Okay. So that's a natural 20.
Fudge. Where were you?
That's 28 damage. Bludgeoning damage times 2.
Can I try
That's
to?
54 points of damage.
Can I not
He
throw a
is
shield in between
doubly-
the two plates or anything?
Unfortunately, this happened too quick and rapidly.
Oh, he's so
Wait, what's
fucked.
your maximum health?
Says 27.
You guys watch as both platforms slam together.
Oh my god.
The only thing visible at the moment being the foot of Weeton dangling out the back. As you tug, the foot comes off. No! Slowly, the platforms pull apart once more, and you see in the middle this red taffy mess that once was Weeton. Pulled ceiling to floor.
The dragon.
Wait, how many hit points did he have, and how many hits of damage did he take?
54 to 27.
54 points of damage.
Yeah, he's
if
done.
if you take more damage than your total HP maximum in one hit, it's instantly dead.
Hold on.
What about the dragon?
We can't do anything?
I don't know if this is gonna work since he's a taffy mess. I'm gonna cast Revivify.
Unfortunately, there's not much you can do without the body intact.
I just turned to
What
taffy.
about Doubtfire?
What about the dragon?
Didn't she fly away?
No, come on. Be cool, man.
You know what? I'll go ahead and roll a dexterity.
kill that?
Call a dexterity check for Missus.
15.
15 by 18. Oh, yeah, 15.
Yeah, you guys watch as from the far corner. Hello. Oh no! This little pseudo dragon.
That's so sad! That's so sad! Oh my god, that's so sad!
Holy shit.
I kind of like that sun elf kid.
But not anymore, because the charm spell's now worn off, as there's no point of concentration, and you feel like your mind has actually been slightly invaded by him before he got smashed.
So I'm dead?
You are dead.
It was really nice to meet you.
Oh my god!
I'm so sorry.
Don't cry!
No problem.
Oh, what's your final thought?
No.
We had a wonderful trek through the stars. I want to thank you for standing by me. Ultimately, my curiosity was my curse. which is why I was crushed between these two tabletops. I want everyone to remember the name of Wheel Wheaton!
When did he write this note? This is.
Oh, that's so bad.
I just read a thing. The very thing I was good at reading is the thing that fucking murdered me.
Yeah.
Can we all
Can
try
we
to
transfer
do?
Will's consciousness to
Can
something
we take
else?
all of his leftover and try to do a resurrection on him?
Can we make
Do you
him...
have a resurrection spell?
No, but
Calliope might. Calliope? You got a resurrection?
I'm not even here. I'm like roaming around.
No, don't be sad. You all seem very sad at the moment.
Are you leaving? Don't go.
I'm dead!
We're trying to resurrect you.
I'm fucking Taffy!
We're gonna bring you back.
You can't resurrect Taffy! I look like something at a state fair! You can't!
I was in a statue coma. I give 0 shits.
Fair enough. She's coming around.
maybe we can put him into something.
Well,
There's no way to bring him back?
Take your dice and go home.
Chris, go ahead and chill off to the side in case anything happens, and if we do, we'll pull you in.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry, man.
Awful.
It's crazy. It just shows you.
You know what?
You realize.
Jumpa, can you sing him a sea shanty?
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if I sang
gotta
a
have a
sea
funeral.
shanty, he would
If you
come
sing him
back
a
to
sea
life.
shanty, maybe.
If Jopa sings a sea shanty, that would be a very wonderful, heartfelt send-off to the wonderful adventures of Will Wheaton through their ingenuity.
This is so sad.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right.
I love this one.
I hope we had the Dungeons and Dragons of life.
Fair enough. That was beautiful,
That was a
Jopa. Thank you.
beautiful,
I used to hate
beautiful
that
song.
song, but now.
You now realize, really at this moment, just how dangerous the place you stepped into really is, and perhaps a better level of care must be taken as you continue forward.